Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Dredge. Last time we saw that things are going poorly for the Iron Rig, but apparently they're going exactly as the executive wants them to. Big monsters from the deep. Yeah, we've been asked by the foreman to ruin the defenses somehow in the hopes that that will make the drilling stop. Or we can keep helping the scientist. Probably both. Let's check out the defenses first. The science lab is probably just going to be asking me to find 4 more fish now from the spine, the volcano area. Name is escaping me. Let's see what defenses wants. Defenses are operational, emitting a droning sound that grates at the ears. You walk the perimeter of the tower. One of the electrical panels hasn't been securely fastened. Let's open it. You open the panel. Inside, a bundle of cables travels from a black box up into the heights of the tower. The black box has a number of empty slots on the top, one of which has a module inserted into it. It's labeled Flea in electrical tape. Considering this is her invention, perhaps the researcher in Stellar Basin would have some advice. Okay. So we go talk to the researcher again. Alright. In the meantime, let's check out the science lab. And we need to keep in mind that probably a top priority is still looking for boxes, because a bunch of these areas are still level 1. So we want to upgrade them, but we can't. Foundry's about to get bigger soon. Still waiting on delivery, though. Yeah. So... Right, we don't need boxes necessarily. We can make our own. I'd forgotten about that. We need metal, scraps, wood, and cloth. So yeah, I guess keep an eye out for those. And I should probably sell all these fish because they are starting to go bad. Yeah. Okay. Let's sell everything to you. Alright, in the science lab, what do you want? So, yeah, I love that this has been updating. And also seeing him cowering back there. Just how he's slightly changed his position each time. Torn papers. Are you okay? The inevitable conclusion. He rocks back and forth, hand shading his eyes from the harsh lights above. Our work almost complete. Closer, pure, double spine, the wretches. Where are they? Sea scorpion from crabs. Dunkleosteus. Giant dragonfish. And Betulicolia. Sure. Volcanic, Hadol, and Volcanic. Which means we'll need to switch out this for the Volcanic. Obviously can be done. We have Hadol. So we want to go to the factory, was it? Most of the projects I'm working on are on rollout for the Corp's new fleet. Yeah, so we want to get you, which we'll need a box for. Do we not have volcanic rod? I was certain we... Oh, we do, right here. Okay. Let's put in what we have already. We just need the box now. I need to figure out what to do with the photography equipment. Forgot about that. Okay, so we need a box before we can even catch those fish. So let's... Wow, the weather is terrible. I wonder if that's just a temporary effect of the area, just happened to happen, or is that just what's happening now that we've gotten too far in this DLC? Don't know. We need to go down to the researcher, though. So for that, we might as well teleport to the collector. We could also manifest, which would probably leave us less startled. But oh well. So she's going to be down to the southwest. Oh, I did not realize it was this late. Probably should have planned that better. Or better yet, planned something at all. I'm just gonna head towards that light out there, because I think that is her fort. Having everything go red whenever we go through those oil patches is definitely a thing. Oh, I'm gonna have to go right through that red stuff. Alright, we're good. Let's rest for a bit, and we can talk to her in the morning. Oh, hello again. What do you need? About those defenses on the rig. Oh, I hope they worked. Yes, they worked. Good. It's always nice to have an additional data points. Anything else about those defenses? The workers on the rig want to find a way to sabotage them. Found their conscience, have they? I suppose they're wanting it to look like an accident. They wouldn't want to face the corpse of wrath if they were found culpable. I do have a pleasingly elegant idea, actually. We don't have to sabotage the defenses in a traditional sense. If you recall, they emit a sort of word. At the moment, they're broadcasting a warning, flee. Which doesn't seem to be working on the bigger things. But we can change that. I have other recordings of other words. Instead of a warning, it could broadcast an invitation. I mean, if we want it to seem like the defenses have failed, that's a way to do it. There's one in particular. I've been referring to it by its closest human analog, Rise. Seems like a terrible idea. For some blueprints for the module, you'll have to assemble it and slot it into the top of the black box. Anything else about those defenses? That's all. If we need to assemble it, we're probably going to need more boxes anyway. Let's see. I don't know if these ones have respawned. So we could head down over here and here, and in the meantime look for any dredgeable stuff. I think that's my current plan. The red, we don't even touch the oil and it's already just everything is red. So I think we're looking at this island. Guess not. You do have metal. So disappointed that I sold all of this right before I found out that I needed it. That is the way this game works. Alright, that's all the metal salvage. Whoa. Don't wreck my boat. Let's grab this wood salvage. Okay, if I can get 3 cloth, we'll have enough to make 3 boxes. So it wasn't this island. Where? I'm way too far north. Awesome. Let's go super south. Is it you? Yes, we've got boxes here. And nighttime already. Just one box. Usually there's multiple locations. I do see a dock here. We can stop there for the night. I'm sure I've already explored this. Yeah, the writing by the campsite. Anything new? Strange symbols? No. Okay, then we will just rest for the night. Can't even get into storage. Would have been nice to empty our cargo. Don't see any more boxes, sadly. Oh, we've got some more over here. Really glad I've gotten that upgraded hull so I can hold more. Because we're pushing the limits of how much cargo I can hold. You're the one in gold. You're the one we've already helped. Yeah? Seems to be. We can't talk to you. So, you're down here. Yes. So the other people we need to help, there's one on the islands between each major island. So we've done the southern one. We need to help people at the other three. Okay. Are you cloth? You are not. You're a research part. I might as well grab it. But I would like to still find more cloth before we head back. It's just random nonsense that we're dredging. I've been here. This doesn't seem familiar to me. Photographer, hello. I don't have access to my storage. Hello. Sorry, would you step out of the way for a moment? You're in my shot. Move to the side. A few seconds later, the photographer sighs in exasperation, mutters to herself, "No, this simply won't do. What's the matter? The angle of this lens is all wrong. I'll never get a close-up shot of anything with this. And the others, I fear they were lost overboard." She sighs again and looks off to the west. "I was sailing from Stellar Basin. You see, squeezing my boat through a narrow gap between two islands, then I crashed into some coral. I thought I heard something in the water behind me, so I dared not stop. If you're able to retrieve the lenses for me, let me see." She rummages through what few belongings survived the trip. "I have a spare camera here that I won't need. You're welcome to it if you can find those lenses. I don't know what I would need a camera for, but okay. I'll mark on your map where I think I lost them." Where are you? You are here. Okay. So if we dock at Ingfell, we can grab that and deliver it back here easily enough. Anything else of note around? Not that I'm seeing. That ringing, I was like, what is going on? Just ominous music. Nothing to worry about. Let's put some of this stuff in storage. Including the boxes. We did good there. Get rid of the doubloons for now. Okay. Yeah. Now our cargo is freed up in case we happen to find anything else. Although it is getting late. It was this island, right? It was not this island. Oh dear. Ooh, but there is delving. Dredging, that's the word. It's the name of the game. Ooh, I just saw shinies here. What do we got? You pull up to a wreck with a familiar looking hole. It's almost identical to ship given to you by the mayor, except this one has a huge breach in one side. Is this the one we've already found? It is. Alright, so I've already been here. She was on that island. Okay. You have the lenses. Oh, I do hope they've not been damaged by the seawater. They've actually been out of the water for quite a while. What? Is that sound you're making, or is that something else? She takes the case from you and inspects each lens carefully. They seem mostly unharmed, nothing that some careful polishing can't remedy, at least. As promised, you should take my spare camera. The lens is nothing special, but it should allow you to capture some good shots. If you wanted some advice on locating wildlife to photograph, just say the word. Huh. Do I have a goal to photograph? Or is this just... Yeah, what? Tell me about large fish. I suspect you're more knowledgeable in this particular area than I am. There are a few shark species around, most notably the huge whale shark. They tend to prefer the warmer waters around Stellar Basin. They're completely harmless, as I'm sure you know, but do be careful around them. You wouldn't want your propellers causing them any injury. What about mammals? Well, still relatively scarce. I believe a few cetaceans, that's whales and such, can be found in the deeper waters around here. You might be lucky enough to spot a pod of bottlenose dolphins or killer whales. They've been known to swim alongside boats. I have seen both of those, yes. As for the larger whales, the humpbacks, sperm whales, and even the odd blue whale have been sighted in the area. I've seen other large whales, but I'm not a whale expert to know them. It doesn't surprise me to hear that their numbers have dwindled. What with Ingfel's whaling endeavors, hopefully their population will recover in time. Anything else? I got a sneeze coming on. Tell me about birds. You hear quite a wide variety of bird songs from the islands, though I suspect they're all too small to spot from your boat. There's sure to be a few larger species, gulls and ravens, loitering around the more active docks, looking for morsels of food. Ruins in Devil's Spine host a few breeding pairs of seahawks. You're bound to hear them calling to each other, though they're quite elusive. And reptiles? I'm glad you asked. Not many consider reptiles when thinking of the ocean. Loggerhead turtles are a common sight in the temperate waters around the Marrows and Gale Cliffs, though they can be hard to spot in the water. When it comes to larger reptiles, they don't get any bigger than saltwater crocodiles. The mangroves of Twisted Strand are the perfect environment for them. So do we have a pursuit for that? Or is that just a thing we can do? I think it's just a thing we can do. Like there's no... We're still missing a message. That's awkward. Yeah, I don't even know where those would go if we took some pictures. Alright. Do we want to just teleport back? Or we could swing up this way, because I don't think we've grabbed those boxes yet. And hope we happen across some... northeast is where we want. Hope we happen across some cloth on the way. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. Okay, so the camera was the last thing we didn't have yet. So we could keep an eye out for something. And if we spot something, try taking a picture. Just to see if it does anything. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, this is the blue hooded figure. Okay. Swathed in dark blue robes, their faces barely visible. Fisherman, please, help. You can barely hear the rasping whisper above the winds and the waves. Fulfill the hunger. The hooded figure unfurls an old paper scroll. They point to a shape shown at the top. It appears to be a blue mackerel. Those are pretty common. Do I have any just in my net? No. Well, we could swing into the marrows and grab some. As I said, I think they're pretty common. These are probably too far out, yeah. Not you either. It won't be you guys. You. There we go, blue mackerel. I did not look at my map to make sure I can re-find him, but I think it was that island. Should really pay more attention because I do get lost easy. But yeah, here we are. Fulfill the hunger. Then the hooded figure unfurls an old paper scroll. Here is your mackerel. With expert precision, they plunge their hands through the gullet of the fish and tear out the heart. They stuff it in their mouth unceremoniously. More still empty. They point to another shape on the scroll. This one looks like a tiger mackerel. Okay. It's coastal. And again, I doubt we've got it. We've got a blue mackerel there. Huh. Cod. Red snapper. No. Alright. So, tiger mackerel is probably also in the marrows. It is not. Tiger mackerel is in Gale Cliffs. Okay. Well, we can easily head that way. Just minor detours from what I was planning to do. But hey, that's the fun of this game. Gale Cliffs is back this way. I didn't actually pay attention to... You are coastal. Okay. Not you. You. I am butchering all of this. There we go. We got our tiger mackerel. Let's discard you. And get back to our friend. We're on this island, yes? should also sell fish at some point because our net is really full. You are not here. Must have been that island. That's why no one should have me navigate. Alright, and it's now nighttime. Perhaps I should dock at Blackstone for the night, since we can get there safely. Then we can go back to finding the blue guy in the morning. And hopefully our fish won't have rotted by then. Okay, so from here, we're wanting to get to this island, which is basically straight east. Gotta go around. Still looking out for things we can dredge, of course. Specifically cloth. More, still empty. Here's your tiger mackerel. Again, they rip into the flesh of the fish, drawing out its heart. It's consumed as quickly as the first. Almost fulfilled. They point to a fish on the final scroll. Snake mackerel, also coastal. So we're looking for coastals. Where would I find a snake mackerel? You are in Devil's Spine. Alright. So for that we need to go north. We were heading towards Devil's Spine anyway because we wanted to get those boxes. So, kind of out of the way. Yeah, just dead ahead here. Okay, got some wreckage there. Yes, I think you're what I'm wanting. Maybe? Yes, snake mackerel. So we got that resolved. Now where would the boxes be? Not in there. Should have already seen... Hello. That was it. Let's see. Okay, so then we can zoom. And take photo is F. That do it? Doesn't seem to be. So that's up and down. Clicking's not it. I don't know if that took the photo. Didn't seem like it, but hard to say. Where would we see it if we did? I don't know. Oh, is that a box out in the ocean? Thought I saw one right out here. Yeah, there we go. That's definitely not the point it was looking at. I guess whatever box was on the map I must have already grabbed. Alright. Well, once I have access to cloth, we can make our own. This is not the island again, it's that island. Have I checked out all these wrecks, though? Is there any way to interact with any of them? You're a crab, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Okay. I can't interact with that one. I can interact with it. Possibly should have run away a bit farther, but it seems fine. Rotting chest peeks out from the skeleton of a wrecked ship. Let's look inside. More wood, more doubloons, and a silver trinket. Nice. It's hard to tell time when the weather randomly changes to ominous red. So is it this island? Yes, it's this island. Those are fish, not dredgeables. We must have already looked at that. So this should be your third fish. Almost fulfilled. They point to a fish on the final scroll. This one is a snake mackerel. There you go, man. The fish has barely left your hands before the splintered nails begin to peel at its scales. The heart is extracted and devoured. Their head tilts upward to look at you. They take a book from inside their robe and hand it over. Hunger. Sated. Now. I wait. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. Another book. Always great. Haggling and bartering. A guide. Sure. With that out of the way, I think we're just wanting to get back to the iron rig. We can rest here with the collector. This is not the collector. This is Little Marrow. Okay. That's fine as well. That means we can sell all of the stuff that we found. Got these doubloons. I think that's it. Yeah, some various other stuff we already have on us. Hey, trader. Welcome. Found anything special lately? Yes, $162 worth of stuff. Let's go sell some fish. Remember back when it was scary to travel at night between Big and Little Marrow? Now it's just such a small trip that I'm not really worried about it at all. Lousy weather lately. Almost makes you not want to get out of bed, but you and I, we gotta do it, eh? Or what keeps people from going hungry? 600 bucks. Good stuff. Actually, let's see if we can talk to anything further from you or the mayor. No. Okay. Then yeah, we'll just rest. Where am I gonna find cloth? So I'd love to go back with 3 cloth so I can make 3 more boxes. That would feel pretty good. Obviously this is wood, not cloth. But now that we know we can use it, I might as well grab whatever I can find. Oh, here we go. Ah, that's metal. I don't know why I thought that was cloth. The cloth continues to elude me. Well, probably slowly making our way north. Just keeping an eye out in case we spot something. Because I think the dredgeables do restock periodically. Ooh, and more boxes. Might as well grab those while we're here. Swing by this island and then head towards the rig. At least it's easy to spot out in the distance. Now that boat I think was another giant crab, so no sense interacting with it. Nothing. Alright. Did I just wheel in my net? Oh, my net is broken and needs repaired. Well, now. That's awkward. We got a lot we can do here. Let's go to the undermarket and repair ourselves first. Then we can go into storage to drop off more of our supplies. I just don't have the room to do it. Okay. That's fine. Let's check out defenses. Defenses are operational, emitting a droning sound that grates the ears. After finding a loose panel housing the electrical guts of the tower, you pull out the blueprints for the Rise module. That'll be our last dark canister, unfortunately. We move into old module and insert in the new one. As it clicks into place, the sound from the tower changes into a deep rumble. Rise feels like such a bad idea. Do you feel better about yourself, Foreman, for suggesting that? With the last scraps of metal still falling from the destroyed drill tower, the executive boards his helicopter rotors. Rotors already spinning. Is everyone alright? All accounted for in the factory. Yep, foundry's fine. I guess we'll wait for our airlifts out of here. There's no way I'm traveling anywhere by boat. Yeah, I'll sit tight for now. Fishermen, the main buildings are mostly undamaged, so if you still need stuff made, we can sort you out. Looks like they won't be drilling any farther, so that's positive for us. We needed to finish making our rod. Most of the project I'm working on are for the rollout of the Corp's new fleet. Yeah. You need another box. Luckily, we've got plenty. I'll take that. And we'll put this one in storage. So now we're ready to go fishing at the Devil Strands. I upgrade you to tier 3. Unlocks repair tech. So is that like these boxes I'll be able to make? Doesn't seem critical to me at the moment. Certainly not for 2 boxes. Hold off on that. Science Lab just wants the fish. I don't think there's any upgrades I can do. Correct. Fleet services were already maxed out. We got our new hull. So yeah, I think it's Foundry and Tech Lab. If I wanted the enhanced lights, enhanced spyglass, or the enhanced foghorn. We could upgrade hull and stat improvements. Ooh, no, that sounds great. That sounds even better.
Huh.
That's everything. We'll get to work. Tech lab is fully built now. These modules can be attached to your ship. Placement's flexible too. They can be wired up to wherever they need to go. Rotor program turning speed increases the rotational turning speed of your vessel. Okay. Reverse gear router boosts the reverse speed of your vessel. Can't exceed your forward speed. Increases the winching speed of your dredge crane. That's good. That's something I've been asking for ages, is something to speed up dredging. Because lots of upgrades to boost our fishing speed, but not dredging. Increases the pulling power of your fishing reels, 20%. When we're already at 394, 20% feels so insignificant. This like says heat generated by hastened engines. Okay, so we could haste longer. Increases the catch rate of your trawling equipment by 10%. Meh. That one feels good. Most of the others don't feel amazing. I was hoping we'd get, you know, more slots for rods and whatnot. But alright. What about Foundry? What do you got for me? So I can make boxes. And if I give you another box... Alright, we'll see. Sorry about that. Alright, we'll start upgrading the Foundry. Should be able to make some better stuff now. Okay, we can now start making this stuff. So from a box, I can make 2 cloth. Alright. I can make research parts. 2 boxes for refined metal. Okay. Well, let's actually do that, as silly as it is. Because I've got so much of the other parts. Getting 2 cloth will get me a lot more boxes. So we'll put 2 boxes in. Pay $15, which is basically nothing. And now I've got 4 cloth. So then if we go back to here, I can take metal, cloth, and wood. Construct a box. And do that several more times. And the 2 boxes I put in will turn into 4 boxes. And that feels like a good trade to me. Gotta click things in the right order. Not the box, the cloth, please. I think we have more metal on board. We do. Okay. So that gives us 4 boxes. Put that into storage and that into storage. With 4 boxes, if I got 2 cloth, I could get a box back because we have wood and metal still. So essentially, yeah. Is this worth it? We'd be getting 2 cloth. I would be spending a metal, wood, and 1 cloth to get the box back, so I'd just essentially be getting a cloth. No, that's not feeling as good now. Even though that is the trade we just did. Why in my mind does that seem good, but then now it seems bad? I don't know. We're gonna do it. And then I can put these in. I I guess it's because of how rare cloth was. Because essentially, I just used the wood and metal to create a cloth. Which, if I can't find any more wood and metal and all I find is cloth now, that turns out to not be worth it. I don't know. It's fine. Also, defense isn't available anymore, so we can't now turn off Rise. Which strikes me as probably a problem. We've got 4 boxes now. Do we want to keep upgrading the factory? We can see what tier 4 is, even though tier 3 doesn't sound great. Might as well see what's available. We're making good progress on getting the factory fully operational. Fisherman, I think you're going to like what we can make here now. Okay, the hull repair kits, which I don't get damaged that often, so I hope I don't need. Harvester's repair pack. Spare wood and wire netting patches up pots and nets, including any pots currently open. Okay. And soothing tea. Right, we have that, which I keep forgetting about. And then the bait that we got, sure. Tier 4. We use our last 2 boxes for bait refinement. Not sure how critical that'll be either. But I think that'll be everything upgraded. That'll do it for the factory. Pursuit resolved. Factory is running at peak efficiency. We've got all we need. So, aberrated bait, which is what we have here. Attracts wretched fish. Insta-crab bait. Due to the quick release mechanism, this contraption immediately attracts and traps nearby crabs. And exotic bait. Chunks of flesh float in a suspension of strange liquid, shining with flecks of gold. Attracts the rarest of fish. Huh. Not sure exactly what that means, but alright. Or can we repurpose some of the slag from the science lab, toss it into the water, see what turns up to investigate? Sure. So where are we at pursuit-wise? We need the samples from Devil's Spine. I guess I don't know how many pursuits there are, if there are 4 more, or if that's going to be it. However, I think we will end the episode here. Next time we'll go to Devil's Spine, collect those fish that he's wanting, bring them back and see where this storyline goes. Maybe that's the end, or maybe there's more. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye!